Hey guys, I'm back with coffee. And I know what you're thinking. Don't you usually... That's exactly what they're thinking. Let's try that again. I know what you're thinking. Don't you usually drink black coffee? That's typically the case. You're absolutely right. Person in the vortex that pays attention, good for you. Now, because I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts, I would get free coffee all the time. And something I noticed, when you get iced coffee, if you get it with extra cream and extra sugar, it's like a sweet treat that amps you up. And so I always get it with extra cream, extra sugar. They call that light and sweet in Boston. That's how I was trained, because I was trained specifically by people from Boston. Boston. But most people in Tennessee have no idea what that means. So you just gotta say extra cream and extra sugar. That was so cool. All three of us got to go at the exact same time. I love it when that shit happens. That hardly ever happens. See, you can't force that kind of thing to happen. It just has to happen on its own accord. And whenever it happens on its own accord, you appreciate it so goddamn much. Like, I walked into Dunkin' Donuts and I was the first person in line. Love it when that shit happens. Gave him a $1 tip. I did so in change. I gave him my quarters. That means I actually appreciate his service. Because if I'm willing to give you my quarters, I really appreciate your service. Because I love my fucking quarters. Can I get a hear here? Quarters are the shit. Second to that are dimes. They're just too damn small. That's my biggest problem with dimes. But, anyway. Let's open that window again. What is the point in opening the window where you're not moving? Then it just like allows the hot air to come in, but you're not getting anything out of it. Oh, we're moving out, baby. We're moving out. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I have another job interview tomorrow. Should I go or should I decline? Well, what's the point in going to another job interview if like you just got a job? Like now you have 2 jobs. You can have 3 jobs? I think that'd be fun. Just keep adding on. That'd be cool if I had like 7 jobs. Well, technically I have like 5 jobs. Because I do stand-up comedy, which I'm not getting paid for. I do this YouTube thing, which I'm also not getting paid for. And I have another job, which I'm getting paid for, that the government can't tax, but we're not going to talk about that one. Now, I love you guys. I really do love shooting these videos. And it's not just because I like to hear myself talk. Because as funny as I am, we all know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people find me obnoxious. They probably think I'm very hard to take. That's why they unsubscribe to me. They think I'm too self-absorbed. See, I'll bite. I mean, I used to be very, very self-absorbed. Like, it was all about me. It was all about me for a while. And now I feel like I'm able to help other people because I've helped myself. Because I understand what was going on inside my head. But for a while I had to talk about it for a long, long time. You know, I had to figure it out. But because I figured it out, I'm able to help other people figure it out. That's what's really cool about being a libertarian. Now, I've done my research on the subject matter better known as mental illness. I've also done my research on a lot of other shit too. that I sort of like go in and out of, you know. But I don't claim to be an expert on any of this stuff. Like, I don't have a degree. I don't, not that that means anything, but I'm not like a scholar about anything. Like I've always said, I have a degree in me, and that's all you need. If you understand yourself, you're a lot better able to understand the world about you. But if you don't understand yourself, then you're constantly going to feel like a victim of something or another. Because you're not going to understand like what happens to you. And if you don't understand what happens to you, how can you change anything? You know, like it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I don't think a lot of people know that. See, I'm very blessed with this information, but I'm also blessed because I was willing to take that magnifying glass and wave it upon myself and all of the things about myself that I thought were really ugly and hideous and terrible. I came to a complete stop. Don't act like I didn't. I can feel the judgment already. Okay. You hear that? That's the sound of a turn signal being used when it makes sense to use it. Sorry about that. I can't stand it when people use their turn signal and it's just unnecessary. Nothing pisses me off more than people that don't use it when it is necessary. So, hold on one second. I'm going to go check my mail. Now, hopefully, I'll be receiving a big fat check from the IRS. Maybe, maybe not. But I had to redo my taxes because I didn't fill out the right form. And it took me like 2 hours, man. Fuck that shit. Why don't you not park in the garage since you're gonna leave pretty soon? Alright, alright. I gotta call my friend Todd. See where he's at. Yeah, I gotta say, it's really nice to have air conditioning again. Mainly because the summer in Tennessee is pretty brutal. I'm just glad I don't live in fucking Atlanta. I do think Africa would be worse though. Yeah, probably. Because contrary to my demeanor, I'm not actually black. I'm pretty damn white. I'm so damn white that I freak out about melanoma even though I hardly go out into the sun. Okay, so I had like a melanoma scare. I was freaking out because like there was a blackhead on my arm and I was so convinced it was melanoma. And I was like, this is God's dirty trick. God's fucking with me because I keep talking about how black I am. And so he's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna make you black, bitch. See, I'm an idiot sometimes, you guys. I'm a fucking idiot. And we all know it. See, look at this shit. This is from my insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield. See that? That is supposedly the American dream. That's a family, and they're happy, and they have a golden retriever. Nothing says happiness quite like a golden retriever, right? That's why he's not a silver retriever. Or a bronze retriever. It's also because of the shade of his coat, Amy. It's not because of the idea. Anyway. They're still advertising this as the American dream. See, this is a man and this is a woman and they have children. And they're not like this is a girl and this is a boy. The boy isn't wearing a dress and the girl isn't wearing like camouflage and shit. So Blue Cross Blue Shield has not become politically correct yet. Good for you, Blue Cross Blue Shield. You guys like Lou Reed? Well, I fucking do. I think that I probably like act more like Lou Reed than like most people I know that do music. Because they want to act like they're so fucking cool. I'm like, dude, you'll never be as cool as Lou Reed. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Well, I'm gonna go back inside, I'm gonna end this video, and I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. Because that's what committed YouTubers do. They don't edit their shit. Now, a lot of people edit their stuff. Actually, fuck it, you guys can come along with me. Ooh, you hot, video camera. You've been sitting in the hot sun, that's why. Jesus, hold up. Is that better? Good. Glad y'all agree. So your neighbors probably think that you're the weirdest person in the world. And they'd be absolutely right. That's not a miscalculation in the slightest. Oh my God. Air. See, I appreciate shit like air conditioning, you guys. I appreciate that shit. I appreciate clean water. I appreciate lots of shit that a lot of people that live here do not appreciate. Now, do I appreciate it every second of the day? Hell no, I don't, because I'm not thinking about it every second of the day. But I think that we've really lost the plot. I think like when people don't appreciate Western civilization for all the things that we've managed to accomplish. I mean, that's why I still have a flip phone. Because, like, I can appreciate just being able to send a text message. I don't have to call people anymore. That's fucking amazing. You know? It's Abraham. I renamed him. Say hello, Paisley. Say hello. Paisley. Paisley. Arlo. Why don't you talk to me? You have no problem talking when I don't want you to talk to me. Feminists. Oh, this camera is hot. You like my makeup, y'all? I think it looks good. I think I kind of overdid it. Let's see. Yeah, just being able to like sit down on a couch that's comfortable with my cats in the air conditioning on a hot summer day. I have the option of being able to be this comfortable. That's a luxury. All my psychological problems aside, I wish that people were just more cognizant of how lucky they are. And I don't want to like point the finger and be like, you're so ungrateful, you piece of shit. You know, but I used to be like that too. Like when I was a kid, I had no idea how good I had it. Mainly because I didn't know about the foster care system. And I was lucky enough to get adopted real quick by a loving family that didn't molest me. So, that being said, you like my nails? Did them for the job interview. See, nail polish. I mean, it's like I can paint my fucking nails. It's just little stuff like that. A ponytail holder. I can hold my hair back. Glasses so I can see. An anti-government hat. It's just like all these little things. Just I don't think that people would have to get high so much if they realize like, hey, I could just get high looking around. Be like, wow, I have it pretty damn good. What the fuck am I whining about? You know what I mean? But I think that that's generally like an American problem. Like, I don't know how it is in the UK or Australia, but it seems like people... Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me. People that live in America just have this sort of entitlement problem. They think that everything's owed to them. They don't understand they have to work for it. Like if they want something, they have to work for it. And so everything that they have already, somebody else worked for that. You know, like the freedom that we have, people worked for that. Nothing's just given to us, you know. And yeah, we're all equal. Like when we're born, we're equal in the eyes of God. But our work ethic is not equal. And society would have you believe our races aren't equal. Our genders aren't equal. The two, not the 15,000 that they make up on Fumbler. But, you know, it's just, there are just so many things that people are just so wrong about. And I know I'm wrong sometimes, and I know that I just talk out of my ass, and a lot of the time, people just want me to shut the fuck up, and don't worry, eventually I will. Until I start talking again. But I feel like I owe it to myself and to the very few, seldom people that exist in the world that actually benefit from hearing my voice to keep doing this. And much of the dismay of people that don't understand why I do. Or people that think it's really weird or gross. Huh. That's my last name, baby. It's my job to shit on society, you guys. Sorry, I'm just thinking about a scene in the whole night. Have you guys seen the movie The Whole Nine Yards? It's a pretty funny movie. Bruce Willis is usually a good thing. He's a conservative. That's why South Park is funny, you guys. I think the liberals are funny, though. Like, I fucking love Bill Maher. I love Jimmy Dore. Jon Stewart. Those are, like, the only three that I can stand. The rest of them are totally off the rails. If you know of, like, any other liberals that are funny, please let me know. Because, like, really, I don't discriminate with people. Like, I might be biased or whatever the fuck, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to listen to somebody just because they have these beliefs. Like, that's stupid. Because, like I said, like, before about, you know, if you have a bad experience, like, that can teach you more. So, if I think that people are wrong, like, why wouldn't I listen to them? Like, on some level. And not just to prove that they're wrong, but just to hear them out. Because there might be something that they say that I feel has a lot of merit. And if it has a lot of merit, then that means that they're a lot closer to me than I want to believe. And so there's no point in me hating people just because I don't agree with them or because we're on different sides of an argument. Because, you know, it's like anybody that's arguing, they're arguing because they feel very strongly about their position. And so I have to keep that in mind, that just because I disagree with them, that doesn't mean that they're, like, a bad person or, like, I don't know, they don't care. Like, maybe they care in a different way, they care in a different capacity. I don't know. I'm just very open-minded, and I think that it's really hard to be open-minded in this day and age because, like, people, especially with the social media, how you can just jump to the conclusion about somebody very quickly. I mean, I see it all the time with my YouTube channel, like, people that subscribe to me and, like, they talk to me and they're like, you're so amazing, and then, like, they just stop talking to me. So I'm like, okay, well, obviously I pissed you off somewhere along the line. But that's crazy that like, you would write somebody off just because they say one thing that you disagree with. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's, like, a bunch of shit. But I'm guessing that if it's, like, if I say one thing that you disagree with, like, you just turn off the video. Well, like, that's how most people are. Because most people are very black or white. Like, there was this guy that commented on my video. And I looked at the analytics because I always do that when people comment on my videos because I want to see, like, how much of the video they watched before they made an assessment about the whole thing. And this person watched 1 minute of my fucking video and commented on it. And I was like, wow, like, you didn't even wait for me to finish. You didn't even, it's like the whole thing that I was talking about with context. You know, like, if you're not even going to wait for the person telling the joke to explain the joke and why they did it, then, I mean, I don't understand how you think that you're in the right. But, you know, that's society, though. I'm used to that shit. This person was just a sheep. But, like, I don't get offended. It's just like for 23 seconds, I was like, aw, this person doesn't like me. Wah. You know, but after those 23 seconds were up, I was like, this person's a sheep. Why the fuck do you want them to like you? They're boring and lame. So, I'm not doing this for the haters, and I'm not doing this for people that jump to conclusions. I'm doing this for people that don't want to jump to conclusions. People that would rather ask questions than just make assumptions about people. Because it's so much easier to make assumptions than it is to just, you know, do research.
I know that you know what I mean, vortex. I know that you're nodding. But, I don't know, we're so lucky to have what we have. But tell that to people that want to turn this country into a socialist shithole, you know? Sorry, not sorry. You're wrong about everything. But I'd love to hear you out, though. Like, really. You are such a contradiction. Like, everything you say contradicts everything else you say. Hey, well, at least I can admit it. It's just, like, my mind's not made up. Like, even though there are certain things that, like socialism goes completely against, like, everything I stand for. Like, I'm just very individualistic. And so I can't imagine, like, living in a society where I wasn't allowed to be myself. Like, I would perish. Or, you know, maybe I would be really resilient. I don't know. Maybe if I were living in communist China, I would be super strong. I don't know. But it's just crazy to me that people would prefer that. And I think the reason they prefer that is because, you know, they're not living up to their full potential as the individuals that they were brought here to be, you know? They're not allowing themselves to prosper in their own life, and so they don't want other people to do that. Because if they see everything as like a competition, which it is, I mean, I hate it. I hate it too. I hate competition. But it's because I hate it that I compete with myself, you know? I don't want to compete with other people. But as long as I'm competing with myself, like, I'm always going to win, because I'm always going to be, like, watching myself and, like, looking for, like, the one thing that I missed, or, like, ways that I can always improve myself. And I think that we're coming to a point with a lot of people where they're just giving up, and they don't want to improve themselves, and they don't want to get better, and they don't want to learn anything. And that's wrong. That's fucking wrong. Survival of the fittest, you are not fit. You will fucking perish. Especially when Donald Trump gets reelected. Now, I think that, I mean, this friend of mine brought up, like, the hindsight 2020. And I was actually jealous when she did, because I was like, damn it, I wish I thought of that first. But I'm glad that other people, like, are having that same kind of insight, you know? Hello, Kimberly Beard. I miss you so very much. That was my first roommate here. Her dog saved my life. Anyway. Hindsight 2020. That made perfect sense. Like, if, you know, America just goes to hell in a handbasket when Donald Trump gets reelected, like, because a lot of people don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I don't see how the Democratic Party is going to keep on going, because it's so obvious that they're full of shit. I mean, how many contenders do they have? Like 23? And the only two in the pile that aren't fucking crazy? Like, there's no way that Andrew Yang or Tulsi Gabbard is going to be put in that position, you know? Because they want somebody that talks nothing but identity politics, identity politics, identity politics. Like, that's all they're about. So it figures that the two that are in the mix that, you know, aren't talking crazy. And like Andrew Yang, I don't really like his $1,000 a month proposal. Like, I mean, that's a socialist idea, but the thing is, at least it's a new idea. Like, at least it's something we haven't heard. And, you know, he's interesting. He's a good candidate. He's real smart. Tulsi Gabbard's real smart. I don't believe for a second that she has a vagina. I don't buy it. Well, Well, she doesn't constantly talk about it. She doesn't believe in Russian collusion. She does not have that vagina. Anyway. That's where I want to be. You see that over there? Hold on.
Amy. Okay, I was trying to zoom in on that picture, but I failed. So I'm going to zoom in on another picture that I like just as much as I like Leonardo DiCaprio before he became an environmentalist nut job. Are you high? I feel high. Shit. High on life, baby. I'm high on this air conditioning. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, AC unit. I'll see you guys later, though. I've been talking too long. Goodbye.